Hey, boys and girls, I told you I was going to read you just the book, My R book. Okay, and since we're talking about the letter R, let's see what some of the words that we can find in pictures. My R book. Little R had a box. I would find things that begin with my R sound, he said. I would put them in my sound box. Little R found, what did he find? He found rabbits and radish. Did he put the rabbits and the radish into his box? He did. And rabbits begin with the letter R, and also radish. And radish is something that the rabbit would eat. Okay. Lola R found a rooster. Did he put the rooster into the box with the rabbit and the radish? He did. Let's see, the rooster. And is a rooster the boy chicken or the girl chicken? What do you think? If you said he's the boy chicken, you're right. A rooster is a boy chicken. Okay, let's see what over here. Then he found a raccoon. The raccoon ran. Little R ran after the raccoon. Okay. And put him into the box. Then he saw a rat. The rat ran. Little R ran after the rat and put him into the box. Then he ran down the road. Okay. So now he have what in his box? He have the rat, the raccoon, the rabbit, and the what? Rooster. Soon Little R met a reindeer. The reindeer was too big for the box, so Little R found a boat he could row. Let's see. The reindeer. Reindeer begins with the letter R. And the rowboat. Okay, that's what happened over here. In it, he put the reindeer in the box with the rat, the raccoon, and the rooster and the rabbits. There were no radish left. The rabbits had eaten all the radish. Row down the river. So road, row, and river begins with the letter R. Okay, let's see what's over here. But it rained. Little R put on his raincoat. He rode right into a rhinoceros. The rhinoceros was too big to put in the boat. What color is that rhinoceros? Gray. Okay. So Little R found a raft. A raft. He put all the animals onto the raft. He put the box onto the raft too. But the raft ran into a rock. The reindeer, the rat, and the rooster fell off. Little R found a rope and rescued them. Now we will rest, he said. He rescued. So rescue begins with the letter R. And rest. The rhinoceros, the rabbit, the raccoon, the reindeer, and the rat, and the rooster rested under a rainbow. Little R rested too. So rainbow begins with the letter what? R. Rooster, reindeer, rabbits, raccoon, the rhinoceros, or rhino. Then Little Rabbit said, let's run a race. They ran up the road. Okay. So run begins with the letter R. And what? Road. A basket full of roses. Little R picked the roses for his box. Let's play Ring Around the Rosie, he said, and they did. Let's see. These are the words. You got a raft, rhinoceros, a rhino. You have a reindeer, the rainbow, the raccoon, the rat, the rooster, and the rabbits. And if it was just one, it'd have been a rabbit. But since it's two, we got rabbits. Put your S on. Can you read these words with little R? We got what? A radio, a robe. What do you do with a robe? A robe is what? When you after you take a shower or a bath, you get your robe and put around you and walk around with your robe or your pajamas or a robot. Red, the color red. Robin is a what bird? What's over here? Rug, rattle, ribbon, ring, rocket, Ruth, and rice. All begins with the letter R. And that's the end of my R book. Okay. And the next story I have, I want you to tell me what season it is. It's called Lucky Bamboo. I'm gonna say this is the front of the book, the spine, and the back of the book. And we say the author is the person that write what the book, and the illustrator is the person that what draw the pictures. And the author here is Catherine Sudley, and the illustrator, the person that wrote the book, draw the pictures, is Rebecca Elliott. Okay, let's start. And look at the pictures. You got lily pads, fish. Think about it. What season is it? Is it fall? Is it winter? Is it spring or summer? The name of the story is Lucky Bamboo. And what are these? They're bears, but what kind? They're panda bears. And most panda bears is in what? In China? Somewhere over there. Okay, let's get started. Little Panda lived with his mother. They lived in a cozy thicket of tall bamboo. The bamboo was sweet and crunchy, and Little Panda ate as much as he could so that he could grow big and strong. And see, this is bamboo right here. And we have bamboo around here. I'll bring you a piece. Okay. Next door, there were a beautiful garden that belonged to Wise Old Panda. Little Panda longed to explore the garden. Little Panda wished he could follow the winding path that lead in and out of the trees and flowers. He wanted to walk across the little stone bridge over the lily pads. See, he's on his mom back, and he want to go across the what? The bridge. He want to go across that stone bridge. Okay. One day, Wise Old Panda looked up from his work and smiled at Little Panda. Would you like to help, Little Panda? He asked. Yes, please, said Little Panda. At last, Little Panda was allowed in the garden. And see, this is the Wise Old Panda. And then he asked Little Panda, you want to help? Little Panda came to the garden every day. He watched the fish dotting about in the lily pad. He sprinkled water on the flowers. Wise Old Panda showed Little Panda how to pull up weeds, and he let Little Panda rake the path. Let's see. Little Panda standing up on the bridge looking at the what? The fish dot in and out the water. And he's watering the what? Flowers. And the Wise Old Panda is showing him how to what? Pull weeds. In a quiet corner of the garden grew a very curious plant. The tall stems wound around each other to make a pattern. What's that curly plant called? Asked Little Panda. It's my lucky bamboo, Wise Old Panda replied. It looked very sweet and crunchy, said Little Panda, longing. It wouldn't be very lucky if you ate it, laughed Wise Old Panda. Now, what is this? That's his lucky what bamboo, because it's twisted in a pattern. Okay. The next day, Little Panda came to the garden, but Wise Old Panda wasn't there. Little Panda grazed at the little bamboo. He looked very sweet and crunchy. Little Panda reached up and nibbled the juicy green leaf. Ew, Little Panda cried. It tastes bitter and disgusting. So did he like it? No, it was what? Bitter. It wasn't sweet like the others. Grapes. The following day, the day after, the garden was quiet and empty. The lucky bamboo leaves began to droop and turn yellow. When Little Panda went home, his mommy was talking to her friend. Wise old Panda is ill, said the friend. Little Panda chewed on his bamboo, but somehow he didn't feel like eating anymore. So look at the bamboo that he chewed on. It's turning what? Yellow. So what do you think this bamboo needs to turn back green? If it can turn back green. Okay. That night, Little Panda couldn't sleep. He was worried about Wise Old Panda. If only he hadn't eaten the lucky bamboo, then Wise Old Panda wouldn't be ill. It was all his fault for being greedy. Okay, look at the bamboo. What's shining in the bamboo? The moon, because it's what? Night. And look at Little Panda. He's worried about what? The Wise Old Panda. Because he thought he made the Wise Old Panda sick because he did what? What did he do, Cavalier? In the morning, Little Panda went to find the lucky bamboo. He watered the leaves, he polished the stems, he tidied the petals. Every day he looked after the lucky bamboo and talked to it. Sometimes he sang a little song, or did a dance, or brought a present. Let's see. The bamboo at first was what? Yellow and brown. Now some of the what? Green coming back. So is it still alive? Yes. And then he would talk to the bamboo. He would sing. And then he would what? Bring it a present. And they do say if you sing and talk to a plant, it'll grow. We got to try that. Before long, the lucky bamboo stem grew tall and strong, and the leaves grew green and juicy again. But the rest of the garden was a mess. Little Panda watered the flowers, pulled up the weeds, and raked the path. Now look at it. Now see, the bamboo over here is strong and tall. And see the pattern? It's like 3 strands. And over here, the garden is what? Got a bunch of weeds. Then one day, the Wise Old Panda came back. You are better, cried Little Panda, happy. I am, smiled Wise Old Panda, and I am very glad to be back in my garden. I ate the lucky bamboo, said Little Panda in a quiet voice. That's why you were ill? And look at Little Panda. He's running because he's happy to see who? The Wise Panda. The lucky bamboo did make me ill, smiled Wise Old Panda. Anyway, what did it taste like? Disgusting, said Little Panda, making a face. Wise Old Panda laughed. I thought my garden would be full of weeds, but, he said, but I think the bamboo must be lucky after all. Little Panda grazed around happy at the garden that he had looked after so well. And do his garden have a bunch of weeds in it anymore? What happened to the weeds? Kaiser, what happened to the weeds in the garden? And that's the end. So now, what season was it? Was it fall, winter, spring, or summer? What season do you think it was? If you said what, spring or summer, you're right. Okay, because it was what? The lily pads. We got what? Cattails. We got leaves on the tree. You got bamboo. So what season do you think it was? Was it the fall, the winter, the spring, or the summer? So if you say the spring or the summer, you're right, because the bamboo need a lot of heat to grow. So therefore, it might be the summertime. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the story.